Oh my God. Guys, want to know something hilarious before we get started?
We're back.
Why? Yes, we are back. But
Funny thing.
in making my story post for the start of the show, there's a feature where you mentioned without having to like tag everyone in all these big bold letters or clogging the screen, right? I was doing it through mine, and then I went to plug the channel's page, the show's page, and I typed in BEY, and y'all, I almost tagged Beyonce in our post. I gotta stop.
You should have.
I gotta relax. I know I should have.
Next time, just full send.
Yeah, I might.
Probably like the biggest Star Wars fan, and we wouldn't know unless we tag her. So
oh yeah, I mean, in her latest album 2 years ago, whoa, are you all right?
No, I'm not.
Oh,
like, there's something on my headphones. I need to get it off.
Jeez.
All right, there we go.
But we're here.
We're back.
We are so back.
Mondays.
Monday. How's life, everybody? If there's anyone in the comments, tell us how your life is.
Yeah, that's about accurate as far as how life is.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at.
Yeah. So this is kind of new because every week we've sort of had something to talk about. You know, we started this talking about Maul Shadow Lords, and then we went to we took a couple weeks off, and luckily that lined up perfectly with Mandalorian and Grogu. So these videos in these talks and the quote unquote podcasts are going to look a little different going forward. It's going to be a lot more of us just kind of spewing our own personal opinions and knowledge, and
yeah, because y'all gonna hear what I got to say
at you more than with you. But please feel free to let us know how you feel in the comments as we go.
Yeah, we're vibing. It's a vibe check.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah.
You know, it truly has started from ashes to where we are. It's really funny. I was so jealous of Jordan's background that I went through and had to build this little background behind me now. It's still very much a work in progress, but we're getting there.
That's okay. You're gonna add to it, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah. So I moved. I got to get used to this now. I moved all of my concept series Funkos. So these are all the original concept series Funko figures. I moved them from my bookshelf over there up here, and then as well as my Star Wars logo Lego set that we built on stream. There's a lightsaber up there. Obviously, you guys know about the cans.
Yeah. In my face.
Yeah, in your face.
Where am I? Oh, you see me waving. I'm right there.
It's Mini Jordan. It's our little mini me cam. So anytime you see him, make sure to say hi to Mini Jordan.
We should make chibi versions of ourselves. Oh my God. Somebody get on that.
I love that Jordan's full in on it. But so do we want to start with the news?
Yes, let's start with the news, and we can get our reactions, our comments, opinions, and everyone else's comments and reactions and opinions.
All right, I brought the news this week. I don't know if that's something you want me to continue to do, but I've got the news.
I'm so proud.
So starting on the top of the list, Hayden Christensen, as of Sunday, May 31st, has announced that he is coming to Cincinnati Comic Expo. So for anyone who is in the Ohio area, obviously this is my type of news because I am in Ohio. He is coming in September, specifically September 26th and 27th. He will be there all day on Sunday. And just with some rare appearances on Saturday. So if you are in the Ohio, Cincinnati, Kentucky area, and you want to go see or meet Hayden Christensen, you are looking for the 2026 Cincinnati Comic Expo. We'll see if we're going to go to that. I'm thinking about it. I looked the other day, and the tickets were relatively cheap. When I checked them, I think a one-day pass was like $37. The VIP pass was like $140, which is
that's not bad considering most cons 140 is the weekend pass.
Yeah, that's
not bad at all.
Full weekend VIP pass.
Yeah,
$142.
Nice. I'm still waiting for. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you going to say something else?
Yeah.
I was just going to say I'm still waiting for the big announcements for the fan expo that I usually go to. It's in September, so I'm like, all right, guys, like, come on. But yeah, they've announced some interesting choices, but I won't. I'll keep that to myself
Along what
for now.
lines? Okay, all right. We can talk about it if you want to. We don't have to if you don't want to. But
No, I just Alec Baldwin and Mel Gibson are very interesting choices. But considering where the convention is, in the state that I live in the region that I live in,
we might need to save
surprised.
that for behind like a Patreon wall.
Yeah, because baby, y'all know me from Star Wars culture days. I said what I said, and it got me in trouble. Y'all didn't know, but it got me in trouble. So I'm a.
Yeah, we might need to save that for a Patreon wall. On top of him coming to Cincinnati, he's obviously, they are in the works of filming Ahsoka season 2. And obviously Hayden has been confirmed for the role. So keep an eye out for that. I believe it is scheduled for early 2027.
I can't wait.
Neither can I.
I'm so flushed out, guys. Why didn't y'all say anything?
Is it a different light than you normally use?
No, it's the Texas sun. Being bipolar as hell. I mean,
I'm lucky that the way how my apartment is set up, I get the sun in the morning through this window here, and then the sun sets on the other side of the house. So I'm getting the nice natural light without any of the crazy sun behind it.
Close it completely and then turn my light on. Hello. Okay, I mean that's a little better.
It's a little better. I'm gonna drop my camera just a little bit, so
because if I turn the big light on, it's not gonna be too great. Maybe I don't.
We don't do big lights. We do not do big lights in the house.
Trying something new today, so we'll see.
Only small lamps and stuff. Big light,
maybe
bad.
I will use my media camp knowledge from when I used to go to church and my journalism degree from my bachelor's and build the 3-point lighting system and stop being an amateur. But it's fine. We work with what we got, guys.
That's for next Monday
here at Beyond the Galaxy.
Yeah,
right.
That
might not even be for next Monday. If we're being
we'll just keep saying it's for next Monday. We don't need to know which Monday it is.
But yes, September. I mean, hey, I think you should go if you can. If you
I would love
to swing it.
Yeah, I would love to try. I will probably wait to see when his tickets go on sale to see how much his specific tickets are.
Right.
But I've got friends who are in Cincinnati, so that's as easy as being like, hey, I'm going to spend the weekend with you and drive back up on Sunday. It's only about an hour and 40 minutes from where I am. So
yeah, definitely. That'll be cool. Yeah, definitely. I mean,
next bit of news.
Go for it.
Mandalorian and Grogu obviously came out. It's been a week since we talked about the Mandalorian and Grogu. We are on week 2 of the movie being out in theaters. And I don't know. It's very mixed opinions, right? Some people really, really love it. Some people are just like, we didn't need this. But we'll let the numbers speak for itself. So Star Wars The Mandalorian Grogu has grossed $246.6 million globally, consisting of $137.4 million at the domestic. And so that's US and Canada. That's right here. We are more than half of the total.
Yes.
With another 109.2 million internationally. So interesting that it's doing really, really well. Not really, really well, given that the movie it was produced on a $165 million budget. So they're not at double yet, but they're getting very close to it. It's only been out for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, the issue is that Obsession and Backrooms also came out in the last week. So I believe a lot of the hype for moviegoers are going to multiple different movies.
Yeah.
I have seen the movie twice. I almost saw it a third time tonight, but then Jordan reminded me that we do a podcast every Monday. So
listen, and I'm gonna tell myself a little bit. I have a passion for this. I want to make that very clear. This is something I want. Star Wars content is something I've wanted to do since I logged into a computer, for the first time when I was like 8 years old. But I was like, dude, we can always film it the next day, or just take another break and wait till next week. So sometimes hiatuses are my fault. I'm just letting you guys know. I'm just being as transparent as I possibly can.
You mean the week that you graduated with your master's, and then the week that we went down to see you for graduating with your master's?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lar from Lar still haven't seen it. Still want to see it. You should.
Definitely, guys. Okay. I was gonna say, weren't you guys gonna see it on Sunday? I don't know how much of your business you went on a live stream, so I'm just gonna say that I don't know what people like. I know he's the only one in here right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless you're not the only person in here. Everybody else, speak up. Hello, Haven, where you at? I know you be watching me. You be watching us, so don't even try to act like you're not in here.
But
be pretending to be offended.
Definitely go into it open-minded. It was a very fun movie.
Yes, 100%. I think you'll have a lot of fun.
Yeah. Opening weekend earned $81.6 million. And then second week, unfortunately, it has dropped by 70% to only $25 million domestically. So both of those numbers are domestic, so that's right here. So we'll see. It's beat.
You guys go see it, please.
Yeah, you should go see it. They say it's beat what they wanted to make from it, so I can't be mad about that. I really enjoyed it. I think the world sort of enjoys it.
Yeah, I think for me, I enjoyed it for sure, and a lot of what for me about it is I think it was a test. I think they used this movie to kind of like test the waters about how to like bring Star Wars back to live action theaters.
Yeah.
So we'll see what lessons they learned and what they pull from other movies, including Starfighter. I know they finished production, but they could always do reshoots before it's due. My mind is still on school, y'all. Before it releases next year, reshoots are always possible. I think they were re-recording voice lines up until months before Mandalorian.
We do have an official release date on Starfighter, which is May 28th, 2027. I didn't think we had an official release date, but nice. Yeah, May 28th, 2027 Yeah, no, to your point,
where is Celebration in comparison to that? When is Celebration?
Celebration is in April, so early April. I believe it's April 1st weekend.
So it comes out before Starfighter. So Celebration is probably going to be Starfighter heavy.
Star Wars Celebration. Yes, I would guarantee that Star Wars Celebration is going to be very, very Starfighters heavy.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Are we excited for the Pod Racer game? Yes, please.
Absolutely.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
So the racing game is what? I believe it's called Galactic Racers, right? Yep. Okay, so yeah, very, very excited. I know Ben. I'm gonna butcher the last name. Ben Quatronero is back, as well as Sebulba is back.
Careful, Sebulba. Yeah, I need to learn how to say what Anakin tells him. The Phantom Menace.
Chitty. No, that's not right. Oh God, we'll get it down next week.
Yeah.
You have it already wishlist, Lar? Yes. No, it does look very, very good. I'm very excited that it's made by Epic Games. Or not by Epic Games. Who's the? I apologize.
I thought it was.
I'm reading something and looking at another thing. So it created by. Let me get actually into it.
Oh, that's the engine. I was about to say Unreal Engine 5. That's just the engine, guys. Ignore me.
Yeah, so it's created by Fuse Games, Secret Mode, and Lucasfilm Games. So, no, it looks very good. You play as your own I believe it's not an RPG game. It is a racing game, but you play as your own racer. I don't know if your racer itself is customizable at all, but I do know that your speeder, as well as what you choose to ride, is all customizable. So
Will we try spinning? I mean, it's a good trick. So
the release date is October 6th, later this year, 2026.
Very
so,
nice.
Yeah, very, very excited.
I'll have
Comes out
to get it.
on PlayStation 5, Xbox, Steam, and the Epic Game Store. So wherever you can get games.
Yes. And on the website, I'm on the website now, and the list of planets looks pretty cool. We got Sentinel-1, we got Jakku, got Ando Prime, Tatooine, of course. And I believe that's pronounced Lantana.
I would agree with you. Yep.
Yep. And then it goes back to Sentinel-1. Yeah. So
Ando Prime is fun because I believe that's a water world.
okay.
So that kind of
It looks water-worldly. It's all blue.
Yeah, it pulls us back to my early days of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
With the swoop races on Manan.
Hell yeah.
So
heck yeah. Guys, please, YouTube, don't listen to me. I mean, it's past the first minute, so we should be fine.
Yeah, we're 21 minutes in.
Yeah. Speaking of old Star Wars games, shout out to our friend here. He our good friend Lar has put us back on to
oh my gosh,
Star Wars The Old Republic, and I'm having a blast. Bounties are stressing me out. I'd rather just do story missions. I'm not gonna lie. Especially on Alderaan. I don't know, maybe because the level on Alderaan's too high. But there's a bounty I cannot get right now, and I simply will not. So, yeah,
it has been a lot of fun. I mean, truly. I mean, I probably haven't touched the game in anywhere from 7 to 10 years. I've got my own internal beef with EA, and we don't need to get into that. But that's sort of the reasoning behind why I didn't touch it. But it has been a lot of fun. I started my character from scratch, so I do have a level 75 or 78 character that is sitting there, but I did start from the absolute beginning, and I'm really enjoying all of the new nuances and creation and building that have come along with it. So it's been a lot of fun. So thank you, Lar, for getting us back into it. It's been an absolute blast.
I think one idea for a video I have, maybe like to upload like later in the week, so we can have like our Monday live and then like stuff to upload throughout the week. We can do like gameplays of different like older Star Wars games, or even like the newer ones.
Absolutely,
I think that would be cool. Like we sit in a stream, like even if it's a single player game, I'm brainstorming in the middle of a live stream, guys. That's what I do. I can't help it.
Let us know in the comments if you want to see us play video games.
Right. Even if it's a single player game, we can like set up a Discord or a live stream or something, and just record us commentating on the game while whoever's playing it is playing it.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I have played a lot of the Star Wars games, so I would love to see you play a lot of the games that I have played. And I don't know if you've played. Yes, we're absolutely playing SWTOR together again. If
100%.
If you want to hang out tonight after the live stream, hit us up.
I just gotta check on my droids and Droid Tycoon. That's all. That's literally it.
Yeah, no, it's back and forth between droids and Star Wars: The Old Republic right now. No, but have you ever played Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic, the original ones about the story?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
So here's like a very like somewhat accurate list of all the games I've played.
Okay.
Any Lego Star Wars game, if it said Lego Star Wars, I played it.
Cool.
The original Revenge of the Sith movie video game.
Perfect. With the alternate ending where like you could do the alternate endings.
Yeah.
Like if Anakin killed Obi-Wan and vice versa.
And then and then for both Force Unleashed games.
Okay.
Fallen Order, Survivor. What's the Starfighter game? Squadrons.
Oh, Squadrons, yeah. Yeah.
Battlefront 1 and 2. I've been to other friends' houses and played the original Battlefront 1 and 2.
Yep.
I've never owned those two.
Have you played the storylines of the new Battlefront game?
Yes.
Okay.
Ida Versio
Yep.
is simply that girl.
Fantastic story.
Simply that girl. Played the original Phantom Menace. I've watched playthroughs of that game. I have not played it.
Okay, so I would love to see you play through games like Knights of the Old Republic. Knights of the Old Republic 2. Republic Commandos.
Yeah.
What is it? Jedi. Oh God, let me pull.
Jedi Knight. Isn't there a Jedi Knight? I know there's Jedi. Isn't there Jedi Outcast?
Outcast is the, I believe, the newer one that just came out like 2 years ago, right? Isn't that the one where you follow the female protagonist who's
I thought that was Outlaws.
Is it Outlaws? Yep, you're right. 100% right.
Yeah, Star Wars Outlaws. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm pulling up my Steam list right now. Star Wars, because there's a big old like bundle, and I love it. So Star Wars Bounty Hunter. You said Squadrons.
Yeah.
Starfighter the game, which I think is what the movie might be a semblance to.
Okay.
Where's the good ones? Where's the one?
Oh, Jedi Knight. I think I was thinking about Jedi Knight.
Yeah, Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy is the one I was thinking of. And then there's one more I'm looking for.
Yeah, you already said Bounty Hunter.
There is one more. I don't seem to see it on here, but that's okay. Okay, we'll come up with a list of some Star Wars games. I would love to do that. I have never played. Yeah. I didn't play Star Wars Outlaws yet. I own it, but I have not played it. So okay. I would love to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's throw Jordan through the ringer as far as Star Wars video games go. I think that would be a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah, I think I'm down.
I think you would kill me playing Republic Commandos. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, see, now I can't wait. I just got to make sure the old computer can handle it.
That's fair. That is very fair.
These gameplay ideas, at least me playing them, maybe we'll have to wait until I move at the end of the month.
That's fair.
Because the closer I get, the more stuff's gonna be packed up. Mm-hmm. So a lot of this is going. It's going every week. It's gonna look less and less if you're someone who looks around in my room while I'm on the live stream. So there's gonna be less and less things, and then June 29th we will not be here. I won't be here.
Paul new location.
Yeah, because I'll be moving that day. So yeah, new studio, right? Like I said, Paul's a part of us now. So once I give him the controls of the StreamYard, if he's here on Monday, the 29th, and I'm not, that is within his rights. So
taking over.
He's taking over, guys. I was about to make a really bad joke about colonizing, but we can move right on along.
No, let's not do that. My last bit of news, I'm gonna wait until the very end.
Okay,
we can get into what Jordan has a little bit prepared for us today. He's got a little topic that he wants to talk about this week.
Yeah, so I just wanted to spend some time just revisiting each trilogy. Just going over like the movies as the trilogy as a whole, mm-hmm. and how we felt about them when we first watched them, and how we feel about them now after we've rewatched them 78,000 times. You know, just kind of getting that perspective as when we were kids versus adults now. The sequel trilogy is gonna be kind of interesting to do that with, because like I feel like, I mean, we were younger, but we were still like kind of like in that first phase of adulthood. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how we talk about those three versus the other 6 movies. Mm-hmm. Or, you know, Rogue One and Solo, we can talk about those too. But, you know, I feel like we met doing Star Wars, right? And so we've talked about like our favorite characters or favorite movies, but we've never like dissected them and looked at them from what they are from a certain point of view. And so I thought what better way to start this little subtopic of categories for our little Monday shows with the prequel trilogy. We both those were like the movies that we grew up on.
Yeah,
Up on.
100%. I mean, those are the movies that I remember being actually in the theater for, right?
Yeah.
Like we weren't fortunate enough. I mean, neither of us were fortunate enough to be alive when the original 3 came out.
Right. Yeah.
So we were very fortunate enough that they did so well that they're like, let's make more.
Yes.
And so we were alive for the next 3. And so those 3 I remember being in the theater for at least 3. I think 2 as well. But yeah, so those definitely were the ones that, I mean, speaking for myself, we grew up on.
Yeah, for sure. And I've told the story before, but the way I got into Star Wars was kind of interesting, at least to me. So my dad is a big comic book nerd, science fiction nerd. Like he Matrix, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. Oh, you can't tell him nothing about Lord of the Rings. You cannot tell my father anything about Lord of the Rings. How people feel about me never shutting up about Star Wars is how I low key feel about him and Lord of the Rings. Because I'm like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about.
That's wild. I would not have guessed that your dad was that big of a Lord of the Rings fan.
Yeah, that surprised a lot of people. That a lot of people take him as like just a sports person, or just not taking life too seriously. Probably the goofiest man on the planet. Can't remember nobody's names for nothing. But he can run you the plot of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and all that like nobody's business. But anyways, so he would always watch them. I have a vivid memory of us in our old one-story house, and he's watching TV and he's like really into it. And I'm like, what is he watching? I don't even care about what he's watching. It's probably some adult show that kids don't got no business watching, right? But I needed help with something. And so I go in the living room where he is, and we had those big old box TVs that weighed probably a ton. Rohan, or I don't know. Yes, the answer is yes.
Gondor calls for aid.
What'd you call me? No, but I needed help with something. I needed him to open something. I don't remember what it was. It's probably a snack because all I did was eat as a kid. That's all I did. If I wasn't outside, I was eating because I didn't have anything else to do. But I was like, what? So I walk in the living room and I watch TV. I'm like, hey, can you? And this is the couch and this is the TV. And so I'm walking towards him and I'm like, hey, can you open this? And I'm looking at the TV and it's the Battle of Geonosis, episode 2, Attack of the Clones. I'm like, oh, huh. And I'm like trying to hand it to him while I'm like looking at what he's looking at. And I'm not paying attention to what I got going on. I was also diagnosed with attention deficit disorder maybe the week before, but so I'm like, yeah, can you open this? And then he said, yeah, go on, boy, go on, do something. So I went on, did something. And then I didn't think anything of it after that. Fast forward to May 2005. I'm at school, or I had just moved, and my best friend at the time called me and was like, hey, my dad and I are gonna go see this movie. Do you want to go? Hadn't seen him in months because again I had moved. So I was like, yeah, sure. Why not? Don't even care what the movie was. It was Revenge of the Sith. And I was like, this movie is so good, but I don't know what is going on. Why is this man being mean to his master? Why did he just kill all these people? I was so confused, but I was like, whoa. And then I went home and I was like, Dad, this movie, and I wouldn't shut up about it for the next hour. And then he was like, well, there's other movies to watch. And I was like, there's more? Like, he was like, yeah, like we didn't just get here. And I was like, oh, thank God, because imagine the first movie and you're like, this is how they set the franchise up? Crazy. And so we went back and watched 4, 5, and 6, and then we went and watched the Phantom Menace and Attack the Clones. And by the time we did that, gonna age myself here, but that was when Blockbuster was a thing. So every week we're at Blockbuster renting the movies and trading them out and all that.
Yep.
And then Revenge of the Sith came back out. You know, it was at the time that was time for it to be Phantom Menace was my first Star Wars experience. Very nice. That was when it was time for the movie to be released to DVD. So we went to Blockbuster, got it, we watched it, and it was even better now that I had all the context. I was like, oh, okay, this makes way more sense. Because at first I was like, why is this happening? And now it's 55% of my personality. So yeah.
It's like I would say it's a good like 86.
86, yeah. Well, I gotta leave room for Beyonce.
I mean, fair, 100%. But like, this is my Beyonce.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
No, I mean, to your point, I mean, it took over so fast. And like, there was something deep rooted inside me when I saw. Because my first experience was episode 4, truly. Like I got very lucky. I had a really cool uncle. There's the man. Ooh, we don't need to get into that because I will just get very very emotional.
Yes.
But that's my Uncle Bob. My Uncle Bob was an absolute saint. He was like a second dad to me, and he introduced me to Star Wars when I was a wee little boy. Like before I saw movies in theaters, like I had the VHSs, and I went to my grandfather's house, and you know I'd hang out on the couch, and I'd watch the movies with my uncle and with my cousins and everything, and so that was my introduction to Star Wars, but specifically the prequel, the 1, 2, and 3. Being such a pivotal time as a kid, already knowing about it and then being introduced to it, from the start and being like, this is my entire life from now on.
Yep.
There's no excuses. There's no nothing. I can go and play golf. That's cool. But Star Wars is going to be a part of it. I could go sing in the choir. Cool. But Star Wars is going to be a part of it.
Like how do I incorporate Star Wars into anything and everything that I can?
My everyday. To the point that I mean, obviously, I'm obsessed with the character Obi-Wan Kenobi, acted by the glorious and amazing Ewan McGregor. I look up to him and
meet him so bad.
I know. I look up to him in more ways than I can count. It's not just Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor as a person.
He's just a stand-up guy, honestly. Like watching him in interviews and other movies,
I've watched every movie that he's ever been a part of. I own most of them. I don't own all of them because I'm in like a weird phase where like, do I want to buy digital or do I want to just keep buying the physicals? Because I have a lot of the physicals, but I'm not like 1,000% certain on which way I want to go with them. I'll probably end up going physical, but right now I'm
Let's get physical.
Yeah, I'm in that confusion stage.
Right.
And to the point that like growing up as a kid, you can ask you can ask my parents, you can ask my brothers, you can ask my friends, which there were little of, but like that was who I aspired to be. When you go to Toys R Us and you'd pick up the lightsaber, it was Obi-Wan Kenobi's episode 1 and episode 2 lightsaber with blue, like because they made multiple different ones in different colors, but like I would refuse to pick up a lightsaber if it wasn't the accurate, Obi-Wan Kenobi in blue.
Yeah,
hands down. I mean, like I had figures, I had toys. I mean, I still do, but like back from being a kid, that was it. I mean, it took over so fast.
Yeah, and it was, and I think everyone in my family was concerned with how fast it took my life over. Because but they also weren't surprised because again, got diagnosed with attention deficit disorder the same year, probably, maybe the year before. I can't remember exactly. So my brain is all over the place, right? My brain not so good sometimes, but it's okay. And so
surviving.
Hyper fixating on things, while it's not necessarily ADD thing, it just happened. Like it was that, and the freaking Black Eyed Peas and Beyonce, and everyone was just like, because I had went through this period of like just existing. It felt like, even as a kid, which is crazy because kids are supposed to be whimsical and have fun, but and I did. Don't get me wrong. We went to Disney, was obsessed with Disney, but the rate in which Star Wars engulfed my life and everything that I wanted and everything that I wanted to watch and play video games and do was crazy.
Oh, it was insane. It was insane. I mean, like you talked about Blockbuster. The three things that I as a kid went to Blockbuster for: Star Wars, Lego Star Wars, and Spyro.
Yep.
I mean, you can ask my brothers. Spyro was the game, but like those three were it.
Yeah.
Weird take. I love Obi-Wan's Padawan lightsaber, 100%. So fun fact: Obi-Wan's Episode 1 lightsaber is different than Obi-Wan Episode 2 lightsaber. They're the same configuration, but he loses his lightsaber in the mall fight, so he builds a second one. So they are different slightly. There's slight iterations and changes, but yes, 100% agree. I have like my dream cosplay figurine, so like it's over there, and I'm so happy that it's with his Padawan lightsaber. But yeah, the pommel. I love the. I just don't know how to explain it. If you guys have not gone to Disney Plus and watched like the behind the scenes stuff, one of my favorite. No brass piece on the Episode 1. Correct. Killing it. If you have not gone and checked like the behind the scenes stuff, I think one of my favorite clips is day one, Ewan McGregor on set picking lightsabers. It doesn't top. It doesn't
cool.
top Samuel Jackson's little talk with George Lucas about getting a purple lightsaber.
Because I want purple.
It's pretty. That one's top tier.
Yeah.
But just that first opening of the box and him being like, oh, and feeling them around and picking the one that he wanted. There's a quote from him, and I'll butcher it. But it was, I think it's something along the lines of, I waited 16 years to get my first lightsaber, and I'm never giving it up. And that's how I felt like when I bought my first lightsaber. It's like, I waited so long for this that you will never be able to take this away from me.
Yeah.
And
I need to get off Saberforge. I don't know why I logged onto this website.
You got to get off of it. You were looking at the configurations. It's okay.
Yeah. No, and to be clear, I want the audience to be very clear. I need to get on Saberforge before I spend all my money.
Correct.
Because Paul gave me my first Saberforge. I've had lightsabers before, but he gave me my first Saberforge as a groomsman wedding party gift. And why would I need anything else?
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about that. But yeah, so
yours is really pretty too. I mean, I picked out everyone's hilts that I got for them were very specific to reasonings. Everything from the hilt to the color to the name of the sound font. Like everything was very, very specific. I did for you guys. To be particular, if my memory serves me correctly, you have a emitter that is very similar to Luke and Obi-Wan's, and it's due to our deep love for the franchise and the fact that we found each other from it, and
Yeah.
it keeps pulling both of us back to it. So
Yeah.
we don't need to get that sappy, but yeah. My view on it is this: Episode 1, Obi-Wan hilt is sturdy but clunky, showcasing his unpolished nature as a Padawan. Obi-Wan Knight Master hilt shows finesse and refinement. Yeah, 100%. I think another part of it goes to show. Still shook it that was our gift. Yeah, well, you guys got lightsabers. It was pretty cool.
He
But
loves us.
I think another part of it, Lar, is that when you put a pommel on a sword or on the end of a hilt, right, it defines like a two-handed weapon, right? That pommel is sort of that grip hold to it. Whereas when he gets more a little refined with his choice of dueling, he still has that sort of tip to it that's kind of pommel-esque, but it's very designed one-handed. So it goes away from like a two-handed weapon that we see him fighting in episode 1 and a little bit through episode 2, but we really see him lose that and turn into a finesse fighter at the end of episode 2 when he's facing Dooku.
And in the Clone Wars.
Yeah, and then into episode 3, very, very one-handed duel, with his lightsaber. So I think it kind of progresses his ability to use a lightsaber and how good he is at using a lightsaber as shown through his lightsaber hilt.
Wanting to fight like him. So there was a couple of months where I did lightsaber choreography classes with the group here in Houston. Yeah, it didn't. I was trying to see how it went before I started talking about it.
Yeah.
There's a reason I'm only just not talking about it because it happened 3 years ago. But I got it. They would be like, "Hey, I need you to use both your hands," and I'm like, "But I don't wanna," because of that. So yeah, Obi-Wan's fighting style got me in trouble in lightsaber choreography class. So, am I still gonna do it? Yep. Thank you. Yeah. So, but that's also because I need another one in my hand so I can. But
I have tried dual wielding. It is one of the hardest things in the world to do with a lightsaber, only because some people do it really, really well. And most of the people who do it really well are people who have that sort of background and training in it. But doing it with like a prop lightsaber, I find a little difficult because there's no weight all the way through to sort of like propel the motion of the blade. It's very dependent on how good you are in your hands, rather than just a free-flowing motion. So
yeah,
I like my
even trying to dual wield like Ahsoka because one blade is shorter than the others. That still requires that's what it's called. That still requires a crap ton of skill. And practice. And maybe I'll pick it back up.
I know that there's a school somewhere here in Ohio. I don't think it's close enough for me to like even be thinking about it. But you never know. I did run into someone. I was wearing a Star Wars shirt, and this was like 2 years ago. I ran into someone wearing a Lightsaber Academy shirt. I don't remember where it was, but they stopped me and were like, "Oh, yeah, you a Star Wars fan?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah." And that's basically as far as it went. But
I'm a Star Wars fan or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, like, going back to like just how the prequel trilogy just was like, hey guys, this is going to be your entire personality well through adulthood. And that's just that just is what it is. And of course, your mindsets and opinions and thoughts about these movies begin to change as you get older. You start to see the characters differently, whether that's better or worse. Um, and I remember as a kid thinking like, well, yeah, everyone was mean to Anakin. Like that's why he did what he did. My dad always said like, you must be on the dark side, because I remember one year I had like a Darth Vader shirt on, and I was playing with it was my first NeoPixel lightsaber, not this one, but I had made it red, and was doing dark side stuff, and he was like, I didn't realize you liked Darth Vader this much. And I was like, yeah, Darth Vader is pretty cool. But also, how did you not realize that when the year after we watched all 6 movies, my first thought to you was, I want to be Darth Vader for Halloween. So me and my sister were running around our neighborhood. She was a fairy princess, a Disney princess, and I was Darth Vader. Like, what?
Yeah.
What did you think was going to happen?
Right. I mean, like, truly.
Yeah. But then as I got older, I just realized that I was really interested in just like the tragic story that is Anakin Skywalker, right? So I was just fascinated by it. And plus Hayden Christensen was,
September 26th,
yeah,
27.
So, listen, third time's the charm. So
yeah, no, I don't know if it's hard because growing up, my opinions have changed so much, right? As a kid, I thought Jar Jar Binks was the stupidest thing in the world. Like truly, I mean, even my brother and my buddy will still make fun of me to today and be like, "Oh, Jar Jar Binks this, Jar Jar Binks that." I have to look back at Star Wars and realize how important Jar Jar Binks is as a character. Otherwise, no comic relief. B, the amount of stuff that he takes care of.
Yeah.
In 1 and 2, all the way through 3, is insane. I mean, his character progression. You go from literally the outcast that no one wants to a senator.
And now you're Representative Binks.
Right. Like truly, he has one of the, if anyone has a progression arc, it's Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
Truly.
And he has a whole girlfriend.
Yeah, and
I don't.
I feel so terrible as an adult for just the way that I felt as a kid. Especially because I you see this stuff behind the scenes or just him talking with the mob best. It was very difficult for me to be an adult and see him talk about it and be like, yeah, I was part of the problem. Right. I never openly talked out about it. I never sent anything online, never did anything, but like just my own internal thoughts of the way that I thought Jar Jar Binks was, like I was part of the issue. And so now being adult, realizing how important him as a character was, how important a role and what Ahmad Best did for the role was. I have a newfound appreciation for the character of Jar Jar Binks. That being said, you probably still won't see me with the Funko figure in my room, or
yes, yeah, same.
Or
it's
a figurine.
Like,
I think he's very important, but definitely not one of my favorite characters still.
Right. Yeah.
But that's okay. That's okay because there's a can up there. I think it's like can number. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's can number 10. Can number 10, Jar Jar Binks. I think he's actually the one that's like getting cut off right here, which is hilarious. But I don't know where I was going with this.
Yeah, it's just different mindsets,
Yeah. I mean, like truly, different mindsets.
And yeah, and I think it's also a true testament to how for lack of a better term, like ignorant to the world we were as kids, because you would have never guessed any of that was happening to him as a Star Wars actor. Jake Lloyd also, like,
God,
you would have, like, as kids, we were none the wiser. And so growing up hearing that stuff is it's hard, but it's a necessary It
I
was
mean,
it was necessary for us to hear to reinforce the fact that these were like real life people
real people. I mean, like
doing
it's so
this,
difficult
and
because
yeah,
we could probably name for not hours, but probably for at least like 10 minutes characters from our childhood who were ruined because of what we as people did. I mean, like to name three: Jake Lloyd,
yep,
Ahmad Best, uh, Kevin McAllister. You know, like Macaulay Culkin. Like like just stupid things.
yeah, yep,
It's
yep,
dumb things that we unfortunately had such a influential role in their own lives without us knowing.
yeah, 100%.
But um, I mean, like even Hayden Christensen to this day, you know, for him getting so much hate as Anakin, and then it makes me cry every time. From um, was it? I don't know if it was Japan or the year before when he came out on stage.
No, because I was there the year before, and that didn't happen till the next
Okay,
year.
so it was Japan.
Sorry. Wait,
Yeah.
no, I'm wrong. No, it was the year before because it was
Okay.
in the UK. That's when it
Yes.
happened.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I was wrong. I was trying to brag, and I was
It
wrong.
was it was right. It was the Kenobi series
Yeah.
announcement. Yeah.
So that
Or
was
right
me
before it.
because if it was Kenobi, because I went the year Kenobi was coming out.
Okay, then yes, yeah. And when he walked out on
That's where
stage,
I got that poster. I'm just saying.
yeah,
That
when he
right
walked out
there.
on stage and everyone was you know not only wishing him a happy birthday because it was around the same time, but
Yeah.
also um you know just shouting his name and just giving him the true applause and honoring that he deserves.
Yeah. And I
'Cause,
think,
oh my god,
yeah. So,
what he's doing for the Star Wars community right now?
right. And a lot of the haters that are like, yeah, he came back for us. And the real fans, no, he's not doing this for you. Sorry.
Mm-mm,
Not doing this for you. First
mm-mm,
of all, he's doing it for himself, if we really want to get
mhm,
down to it.
mhm,
He's doing it because this is a franchise he loved, despite years of ridicule by
mhm,
people online and in newspapers and all that. Um, so and that's why I'm glad, that's why I'm glad we're adults now, because we finally have a way to let them know, like, we love you and
yeah,
we love these movies you were in. And that is why that's why I'm never ever you'll never I will criticize a movie I don't like, but even, the sequel trilogies were so divided, you'll never hear me speak ill of them in such a toxic way, because I know what it's like to, like, be a kid and you're like, all these adults are talking mad shit about this movie, and that's what the actors think
mhm,
people in general feel about the movie. So now I am an adult, can tell them, like, no, like, this is how I felt about the movie.
mhm,
Um, and while they're free to not like the movie, we were the ones that could be like, no, like, all these years, this is how we really felt. Like, you have a cult following, whether you
yeah,
like it or
yeah.
not.
I mean, like truly, for
Um,
the longest time, people were like, "Oh, episode one is a terrible movie. All you need to watch is the fight scene at the end of
yeah,
episode one."
yeah.
There was a reason that it has been said that Star Wars fans are considered such a toxic human base,
Oh, I
even though
accidentally
it
did
is
it.
also one of the most passionate. Yeah,
Yeah,
you answered it within your thing. They are the most, in my opinion, they are the most toxic fan base because they are so passionate,
right.
because they have this idea and
I'm
expectation
so blurry.
in their mind.
Fuck us. It's
Oh, you're
fine.
good. They have this expectation in their mind of what they want or what they think it should be. And
Mhm.
so when they don't get that, they're like, boo, down,
Yep.
down, down with that movie, down with the system, down with whatever we were receiving. Whereas it should just be, oh, thank you.
Mhm.
This isn't for me, but thank you.
But I'm
Because
happy for
content is
whoever it is
content.
for. Yeah.
Content's content at the end of the day. I can't be mad that we're receiving Star Wars content in the year of our Lord 2026.
Right.
When this franchise started almost, as of next year, almost 50 years ago.
Yep.
It has been almost 5 decades since this started, and we're still receiving content right now. We got a movie 2 weeks ago. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're being fed, guys. We're being fed good.
Be
So
happy. Just be happy. If it's not for you, that's okay. Whoop. Hit my desk. If it's not for you, that's okay.
right.
But that does not give you a right to be a bad person or a bad human being and
Yeah.
take the enjoyment away from someone else.
Yep. 100%. I always one of my favorite things to tell people online is you not liking the movie does not make you right.
Yeah.
You don't get to say all these horrible things about people just because you don't like a movie. Horrible, whether it's
You
the actors or even just fans who like the movie, you don't get to be that way just because you don't like it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you have a right to your opinion. You are allowed to say you don't like something. Oh, he'll be back.
I'll be back. Sorry, guys.
No, okay, you have a right to your opinion. You have a right to say that you're not a fan of something.
Mhm.
Please do not think that we're saying you're not allowed to say that, but you're not allowed to attack someone.
Right.
You're not allowed to make someone else feel terrible for their opinion.
Yep.
Especially when it comes to this fandom. I will put up with it. So if you come to me and you say something outlandish or something that puts someone else down for feeling a certain way about the fandom, I'm not going to put up with it.
Yep.
I'm just letting you know that.
Listen, y'all already know I'm not putting up with it.
I'm saying this with a smile. I'm going to kill you with kindness if you try and do it, but I will not put up with it.
Yeah, listen. I'm gonna kill you with kindness too, but I'm gonna be a little more aggressive about it. He's like I literally the other day I was talking to my friend Casey, who you met, and I was like,
yeah,
he's literally the Obi-Wan to my Anakin because he's more patient and calm, and I'm just gonna be like, listen, I try
to be, but I fail. I think it's very easy to say that, I'm the Obi-Wan to your Anakin, but then there's days where you're the Obi-Wan to my Anakin. Like we have that sort of relationship. And I have that relationship with multiple other people. I mean, I grew up with my Obi-Wan and Anakin in my little brother. I think a lot of the time, I think my younger brother is very much like Anakin. And then a lot of the times I was like Anakin and he was like Obi-Wan. I just got very blessed to surround myself with people who have this deeper love in the fandom like I do.
Yeah.
And as well as introduce this fandom to other people. Like my wife she had never seen a Star Wars movie before she met me 10 years, almost 12 years ago.
Yeah.
And I got to introduce the entire fandom to her, and she's like, I don't watch anything animated. And then she watched all of the Clone Wars. And then she sat down and watched all the Bad Batch with me.
Yeah.
And now she just watched Maul, and she's in love with Maul. And she always was in love with Maul. Maul's her favorite character. It's a little bit of a red flag, but I'm not going to say anything about it.
Just a little bit. We all love we all love at least two toxic characters in all the fandoms we're in.
Yes. I mean, Darth Vader and Darth Maul.
Literally.
I
thought I could fix season 1 Zuko. It's fine.
in live action and not live action, but in cinema canon, those are my two toxic favorites.
She's right.
She is right.
She's always right.
Yeah, she is always right. Favorite moment from episode 1. Go.
You were right about one thing, Master. The negotiations were short. Listen, I don't care if no one else on the planet thinks that is the funniest line ever.
It is hilarious.
Set the movie up to be the best thing I had seen.
Yep.
Ever.
It's so funny that you say that your favorite part is so early in the movie, because mine is also so early in the movie, and it's Qui-Gon's lightsaber scene, like when he puts it through the blast doors and he's using the
Yeah.
force to amplify the
Dude,
heat of the
honestly,
lightsaber.
the first 10
So
minutes of the
cool.
Phantom Menace is just like
They call up the ventilation shaft.
the first 10 minutes of the Phantom Menace was literally George being like, yeah, all that stuff we did in the 80s, child's play.
Let's go.
The Jedi dashing,
Yep.
like I couldn't ask for a better opening scene. Could not ask for a better opening scene.
Yep.
You're right about one thing. The negotiations were, and the smirk on his face. I said, "Oh yeah, you and I are in this for life." Yeah,
just like the way how they did it throughout the movie, they kept giving each other looks. I think still one of my favorite looks is when Padme finally reveals herself to Boss Nass of like, "This is who I really am," and they look at each other like Obi-Wan definitely just lost a bet.
Yeah,
like Qui-Gon looks at him like, "You got my 20 credits."
Yeah,
yeah.
And Anakin has my favorite reaction. He's literally like, "Oh." I just listen, because that would be me. I'd be like, "Girl,
the girl I've been like,
what is you talking about?"
As a 9-year-old boy, is someone else right now? What's
I just you can't.
We don't need to get into that. Favorite scene from episode 2? Go.
Favorite scene from episode 2. Probably so. Phantom Menace favorite scenes earlier in the movie. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go the opposite direction. Battle of the Geonosis, when they're down to the last few Jedi, and they're Count Dooku's like, "Y'all about to die."
Yep.
And Yoda was like, "Oh, bet." Enter the clone army.
Yeah.
I actually that used to be one of my vocal stints was Count Dooku's Master Windu. It still is.
Yeah.
I said it the other day.
Your
my mom
name
was like,
will go down in the Jedi Order.
Yes.
Yeah.
My mom was like, "Who are you talking to?" I was like,
just
nobody.
Me.
Just please, just leave me alone.
Yeah. You want a glass of Jawa juice? Oh yes, please. The full deck scene.
Yes.
I think still to this day is one of my favorite situations.
Jedi by the looks of him.
Yeah. No, not only do I love decks in total, I love the human aspect or like the day-to-day aspect that it brings to episode 2. That Obi-Wan, like, he's got access to the entire files, the entire Jedi archive, can't find anything about it. Then takes it to Dex and be like, "It's one of those Kaminoans."
Yes.
You know, it just is
Dex. How do you know this?
Like buddies for life. Like, definitely have have known each other for forever. Definitely, like Qui-Gon probably took him as a Padawan and be like, "This is my favorite sandwich shop," kind of vibe. I just love Dex's Diner so much.
It sucks that he has to share the same species as Paul and Krell, but
I know. But like the fact that like we get it and like we then also got it as the main scene in Lego Star Wars where like they're in Dex's Diner.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like the main hub is the diner.
The diner, yeah.
That's low key probably the only gripe I have with the complete saga is it's in the Mos Eisley Cantina, which is fine because that's a Tatooine is in both trilogies, so it's fine. But I was just like, no, I want to go back to Dex's Diner.
Come on.
So
favorite from episode 3. What is your favorite scene from episode 3?
That's a hard one because the whole movie it's
a fantastic movie. We could do an entire podcast on just episode 3.
Yeah, we really could. I'm gonna go and say so I did beginning and I'm trying to go in the middle. No, I'm gonna go back to the beginning.
No, your favorite part. What's your favorite part?
Again, the first 10 minutes easily trying to getting on Dooku's ship, the escape, and all of it was just too good.
The starship scene where just the chung chung into the no. It's so good. It's so good. And then when they do the the ships are in tandem and then they do the little flip and dive into it and it's face first into all of the Coruscant battle. It's fantastic. Nothing will do it justice, truly,
Yeah.
to this day. I mean, like Battlefront 2, Space Missions, nothing has done it justice.
General Grievous' ship dead ahead. Well, have you noticed the seeds are still up?
I'm sorry, Master. I missed that.
That was in the first. That was like the beginning of the video game. I'd be like, yeah,
flying's for droids.
This time we'll do it together.
Episode 3 favorite scene. My brain goes back to a couple different scenes, but I don't know. And once again, it's very, very difficult. I love my new favorite scene because of something that I was talking with someone about Obi-Wan and how loyal he was to the Jedi Code. And then we were talking about I don't know how we got to there, but we got to episode 3, and what broke me is that he broke the Jedi Code for Anakin.
Right.
In that last scene where he tells Anakin, "I love you." "I loved you" is an entire break of the Jedi Code.
Yep.
He lost Satine, didn't break it. Lost his master, didn't break it. Time and time again, Obi-Wan had been tested, and the only time he had ever broken a Jedi Code was when he lost his best friend.
Yeah.
His brother, the closest thing he had to anything in the galaxy. And that it breaks me now even more as an adult. Like when I was a kid, I cried, and then for the longest time of rewatching, I didn't cry, and now I cry again.
Yeah.
Of just seeing the scene and being like, oh, God.
Yeah, I mean,
just torn apart.
Yeah. And it's, for me, I agree. I feel the same way, but for me, it's because of the context of like the Clone Wars. Like you saw, everything that was going on.
100%.
And then it all came to
1, 2, and 3 are so beautiful as its own. When you add the entire struggle and the entire life and the entire time that they had spent with each other through the Clone Wars to it, 3 becomes that much harder.
Yeah, and I think back to that deleted scene that they released. I think it was on YouTube, where Anakin's like, he's
around
still
the fire.
Yeah, he's still, struggling with Ahsoka's departure. And he's like, "What would you do if that was me?" And he was like, "Well, luckily I don't have to worry about that."
Yeah.
Fast forward, maybe
luckily I will never
have
to worry about that. I think never is that key word there that just cuts you to the bone.
And then maybe later that same year, because the Clone Wars was only 3 years. So later that same year, or maybe the year after that, he's worried about it. And that's what makes that little monologue so much more devastating, for sure.
On top of it, I think so uncivilized is definitely something that reigns true. Like the entire Grievous fight, dead silent because they're both focused on killing each other.
Yeah.
And then he takes a blaster to his internal organs.
That just walks up how dumb he was. He was like, actually, bang.
Yeah, so uncivilized, and then just walks away like it was nothing.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Any takeaways?
I'm gonna watch them again.
So I told you what I'm doing right now. I'm in the middle of my second watch through of the year. So I did a little bit of a quick watch through May 4th weekend. We only watched what I thought was quote unquote essential to the movies. And normally I do like a full rewatch. And it just something didn't feel right, after I finished everything. And I was like, do I want to go back and do it the way how I want to? And I texted Jordan. I was like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. And he's like, do it.
Yep.
Full Sith, full Palpatine, episode 3.
Do it.
And I was like, okay. So what I am doing is I'm doing what I like to call the Lucas special. And so a couple years ago, I and someone correct me if I'm wrong, somewhere along the line, they talked about watching the movies 1, 2, and 3 like flashbacks, right? So watching 4 and 5, and then going back and watching 1 through 3 as a flashback, leading into episode 6, because it makes it that much more understanding to what had happened. So I'm doing that, but I'm doing the extended version of that with all of the side movies as well. So I fully watched Acolyte, I fully watched Mandalorian, and I fully watched Ahsoka. I'm not going to go back and rewatch those, because where I watched them and how I watched them won't have anything to do with this kind of rewatch.
Yeah.
But I watched all of Rebels. I started with Rebels, which is crazy. I love Rebels so much. But I started with Rebels. I am into Andor right now, into Rogue One, directly into 4, 5.
Andor is so good.
Then back to episode 1, 2, all of Clone Wars.
Henry Cavill? Did you say something about Henry Cavill?
No. He might have
been. Maybe
one.
are you? Maybe he's just referenced, because I was like, Henry Cavill.
If it is,
don't be bringing up my man. No.
Yeah. If it is, then I'll need to rename the way how I'm calling it. But so back to 1, 2, all of Clone Wars 3, back into Bad Batch. I'm not going to rewatch Maul because it won't do anything to what I'm doing right now. Where am I?
I'm blurry again.
Into Kenobi, then into 6. Because I think the way that Kenobi ends will be beautiful into 6. But sorry, that was my little rant. That's the way how I'm doing it right now.
I love it.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, do it. Freaking do it.
It's interesting because I still cry at it could be.
Yeah.
I will have to find it somewhere. I still love Rebels so much. If anyone's out there and has not watched Rebels, go and watch Rebels. It is
I need to rewatch Rebels before the Clone Wars, because my issue is I watched the Clone Wars and I was super attached to Clone Wars when it came out when I was a kid, because that was like the content that I was getting, because I couldn't watch everything else in the theaters because I missed it all. I had only seen Revenge of the Sith. Saw the 2008 movie in theaters and I was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. And so when I'm done with it and then getting to Rebels, I'm like, okay, there's no clones, there's no Ahsoka, there's no Anakin and Rex.
But there is.
Yeah, but like later on, right? You know, so like those first few episodes, you're like, ugh, where's everybody else that I just spent 10 years with? But then by the time I get to the, second, third season, I'm like, I will die for the Ghost Crew.
David Cornsweet. Was it?
Wrong Superman. I'm sorry, it was David. Wrong. Oh, yeah. Yeah, David Cornsweet is the huge Star Wars fan.
I mean, talk about like another super nerd when it comes to like the kings of nerds that we have right now. I mean, obviously
my two favorite.
Obviously, Henry Cavill is like the president.
Yeah,
but like we're getting some really fun nerds in pop culture right now that it's fun. It's
my two favorite David clips are of him driving. I think he was on his way to an audition and he's like humming Star Wars music. And then the next one is he's on Brittany Broski's Royal Court. I forgot what it was called, but I love Brittany Broski. I love everything wrong with her, but she's so funny to me. And he takes like half the segment to talk about like, because she likes Star Wars too.
Are we talking about the court? Is that
the Royal Court or something?
Yes.
Yeah,
watched it. Loved that.
He's
episode.
Like Qui-Gon was supposed to train Anakin, and he was explaining to Brittany like all this stuff, and I was like, these are my people.
Oh god,
especially because Brittany loves like Marvel, Star Wars. She's obsessed with Harry Styles, and she loves Beyonce. Like I think she went to Beyonce's hair care product launch or something. It was like some sacred event.
Yeah.
And she was crying afterwards. And I was like, this is me.
Hello. Do you both think Keanu Reeves would play a great Darth Revan? And if you watched Maul Shadowlord, do you think that the Pink Twi'lek will become Darth Talon?
Do I think Keanu Reeves? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like, I feel like I feel that way only because the internet wants me to feel that way. Does that make sense? Like everyone is fan casting him as Revan, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I feel like we can do a
The
little better,
the
but I don't have
yeah.
it. I don't have beef with Keanu Reeves to be like,
So
hell no.
so here's the issue. Here's the issue that we have. Do I think he would play a great Darth Revan? Physically, in the way he looks, yes. I don't know if he can play the role in live action that
Face is covered by the comment.
I would want him to play.
Mm-hmm.
And that's nothing against him. I think that's just where he is in his life right now. 20 years ago, absolutely. Like before first John Wick movie, 100%.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't know. My gripe is in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, the video game. You play as Revan, and it doesn't matter how you look, you end up being Revan. So if you play as a female, you're Revan. If you play as a guy, you're Revan, right? And that was sort of what the idea was the entire time, is that Revan didn't even know who Revan was because he was always behind a mask. We really don't have a true canon look to Revan besides like his fully Jedi and Sith robes with a mask. Because the only canon legends, essential legends Revan that we know of is with a mask.
Yeah.
So it's difficult for me to be like, it has to be Keanu Reeves. No, it doesn't have to be Keanu Reeves. It could be anybody. I just need someone to play the role physically well. Now I'm blurry.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know either. But that's okay.
And then the second question, Maul Shadowlord, do you think the Pink Twi'lek Devin will become Darth Talon?
Yes.
She might. Never say never. The odds for me are low, but not zero. Definitely not zero.
We are not going to get we are not going to get the Darth Talon that we all know. There's no way that we are going to get that Talon in Disney. All right.
Yeah.
Does she have the chance to become Talon? 100%. There's no doubt in my mind that she has a chance / opportunity to become Talon. I just don't get your hopes up. Don't be like, we're gonna get the Talon who's ultra sexualized and wearing a bikini all the time.
Yeah, because the only memory I have of Darth Talon is her licking a lightsaber blade.
Yep.
That's not even so.
It ain't gonna happen. This is Disney.
Oh, excuse me.
Like I get it's PG-13, but we're not gonna get an over sexualized Talon.
Yeah.
So
I've heard that Abeloth might be coming to Ahsoka season 2. I heard that too, and Natalie Portman might be returning. Listen, Natalie Portman. Y'all cannot tell me. Listen, okay, this might be a little slightly out of pocket, but there are 3 women in the entire world are the reason I still like women. Period. Natalie Portman is one of them. Okay, at least Padme.
Is it Emilia Clarke, Beyonce, and Natalie Portman?
It is okay. So then there's 4.
Is it? It's
Beyonce. So there's Beyonce, Megan Thee Stallion, Natalie Portman, and Emilia Clarke.
What about Lisa?
Lisa, yes. Okay, so then there's 5. Happy Pride Month, guys.
So back to the question really quick. You don't have to bring it back up. Yes, I've seen it. I think it would be very, very cool. I think it's less to deceive Anakin and it's more to deceive Ahsoka.
Yes.
I think we're going to see a lot of internal strife going on in Ahsoka. I mean, like she's sort of gone through it already, but if anyone has anything to gain from being corrupted by the mother, because Abeloth is known as the mother, it's Ahsoka.
And I think that would be a really good way for them to re-pull all those strings of Ahsoka's attachment to
What would you
our
do for
friend. These
love?
are our friends. I love our friends so much.
So do
Happy
I.
Pride
Yeah.
Month.
I love
LOL.
it's the commercial. It's the my favorite is like the perfume commercial. It's like, what would you do for love? Natalie Portman. Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
That's it. Could never be her.
Um, but what was I saying? Yeah, so I think that would be a perfect opportunity to revisit the connection she had with Padme, because and Tales of, I almost said Tales from Beyond the Galaxy, Tales of the Jedi.
Yeah,
She
the way it ends.
said she was my friend, and then you see those episodes of the Clone Wars where she's
Mhm.
with Padme,
And they
protecting her from
were.
Aura's saying, yeah,
Yeah.
they were friends down,
Dude,
and I
I
want them
don't
to
have
explore that
truly,
even
I don't
more.
have any doubt in my mind that Ahsoka knew what was happening behind doors with Anakin and
Yeah.
Padme.
That's why she
Obviously,
made that little line. She was like, "You and Anakin are a lot more alike than you think."
yeah, and then the way how
Girl, she know.
well, no, the way how season 5, when she walks away, when Anakin's like,
Yeah.
believe me, there's no one who would want to do this more than I. And she
Yeah.
says, I know. And she keeps walking. She knew.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan knew.
I at least hope
The
you told
downfall.
Padme I said
Yeah.
hello.
The downfall happened because Anakin got too protective and too
Yep.
uh in his head about it, I think is the best way
Yeah.
of putting it. Like not the ego, but like the overprotectiveness and like over control is what
Mhm.
took over, because like he had such an amazing support system. He had Rex,
Yeah.
he had Obi-Wan, he had Ahsoka, Yoda was in his corner. If Mace would have known about it sooner, because we know in episode 3, like, don't do it. He was there, he was gonna help him, like
Yep.
he would have been fine.
Oh yeah.
Truly, he would have been okay.
I
But
agree.
that's the tragedy of the downfall.
Yes.
Anything to wrap us up?
No, I just, I think I would give this trilogy, solid, just a ranking in good Maul and Mandalorian fashion.
Yeah.
I solid 8.7, 8.9 for me.
It's hard not
I
to
can't
rank
lie.
these movies very high on my list because of my
Yeah.
love for the entire franchise. And
I'm actually gonna change my mind and say 9. Yeah.
that's a 9.1, 9.2.
Yeah. And then
Truly.
Yep.
My last bit of news, Star Wars news. Unfortunately, Marcia Lucas had passed away the other day. Our hearts and our prayers go out to her family. If you did not know, Marcia Lucas was George Lucas's first wife. She was a very heavy hitter, and truly a big component to Star Wars, to later be known as Star Wars: A New Hope. She won the Academy Award for Best Film Editing for the movie in 1977, alongside editors Richard Chew and Paul Hirsch. She died from metastatic cancer at her home in Ranchero Mirage, California, on Wednesday, surrounded by her loved ones, according to her family. So, like I said, she was a big part of the Star Wars franchise. So our thoughts and our prayers go out to her and her family, and everyone who has been pained by this news.
Yes.
So, on that note, anything you would like to plug, Jordan?
No, Comic Palooza was last week, so I don't have to plug that, or the week before. So don't gotta plug that anymore. My con season is looking a little different than it used to in recent years, just because I am moving and I graduated. So I'm just money got to go different places until
Right.
we get financially stable again.
Mhm.
But I always go to Fan Expo Dallas. They invite the media team back every year. I will always be grateful for that. In August, I'm going to Rebel Scum Convention.
That's still one I really want to go to, but
Listen, I already got the hotel.
August is a little tight,
Yeah,
but it just looks really fun. I know there's already a bunch of creators who are talking about going, so it just looks like a
yeah,
very fun one to go to. But
yeah.
um, on my end, nothing really. This year's a little difficult. A lot going on. We'll definitely be keeping my eye out for September 26th and 27th for Cincinnati Comic Expo. Unfortunately, a lot of the cons in Central Ohio are stupidly expensive for no reason, and they make them very difficult to go to, even though I
Yeah.
don't even have to pay for a hotel. Like I mentioned, a day ticket for Cincinnati Comic Expo was like $34. A
Hmm.
day ticket for OhioCon is $86.
Wild.
It was 220 something for a weekend pass last year. So we'll definitely be keeping my eye out for cons in the area. But once again, like Jordan said,
Blackpink in your area.
hey, the con scene is looking a little different this year.
Yeah.
Um,
It might look, and also at this point, honestly, I think I may just, at least for me, because I feel like I go to cons maybe a little more often than you do.
yeah, at this point, yeah. I mean,
I feel
it
like I should just start
depends on the
sacrifice.
community.
Yeah, I feel like I should just start sacrificing some conventions just so we can like find either I come up there or you come down or meet in the middle. We've always talked about meeting in the
We
middle.
have talked about trying to find a convention in between. So if you or someone you know has a convention that is somewhere between Ohio and Texas, so that would be
Texas,
Kentucky, Tennessee, or
Atlanta, maybe no,
like Louisiana,
Georgia-ish.
maybe somewhere in there, like North Louisiana. Let us know.
Yeah,
We'd love to come and hang out and cosplay. You know, uh, and we'd love to come and see you. So
yeah.
let us know. Um,
I'm also going to start a campaign to get us to do a part of cosplay as Clone Wars Anakin Obi-Wan, but we're yeah.
let's do it.
So
And then let us know if you want to
just so
see
you
us.
know,
Let us know if you want to see us play some video games
yeah,
on the side.
that's a project I'm gonna be like locked in to figure out how to do because I
Okay,
think that would be some
I think it would be a blast.
really cool content. So yes.
With that, I think that wraps up our Monday.
Yeah, I think we're good, guys. As always, thank you guys so much. We got previous videos. I forgot what I was gonna say. If you have finally finished Mall, or even if you started it, watch along with our videos. I put them all in a playlist. All of our Mall
Yep.
recaps are in a playlist on the channel. Um,
And
and
where
so
can you find them, Jordan?
on youtube.com/@ Tales from Beyond the Galaxy.
Ooh.
Twitch is a little weird with playback videos, but still follow us on Twitch. We may do what we could do is do our gameplays and go live on Twitch and then edit them down for YouTube. That could probably be what we do.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
yeah, if you're watching along with Maul, or if you just want to listen to us again talk about Maul, all 5 episodes are there, 2 episodes each. 2 episodes for a recap each video. Yes, I am a smart boy. And then we have our Mandalorian review that we did last week. And we have this. A lot of things aren't on Spotify right now. So if you follow us on Spotify or Apple Music or Apple Podcasts, it's not up to date because I'm trying to figure out what we can put on there. Because yes, this is still technically a podcast that we're doing right now. I just don't feel like it's something people can listen to I just don't feel like it's podcast worthy. I
Hey,
want to
hey.
I want to nail down. No, it's still content. Don't worry. I'm proud of my content. I'm proud of what we
I
do
think
here.
today I
This,
would say
yeah.
is
But the recaps, and I just was like,
yeah.
no, yeah. So
Yeah.
this right here for sure. These movie, these trilogy reviews, that I think this is a good idea. So if you see a gap, a timeline gap, that's probably why. So yeah, take that back.
You
No,
heard
I
him.
didn't
Take
mean
it
it,
back.
guys. Okay, look.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anyone in here who doesn't know my friends, but they don't like what I mean to myself or what I do. So,
No, we don't.
I'm working on it. I promise I am. But yeah, so if you see a little gap, that's probably why we haven't neglected them. I'm trying to figure some stuff out with the channel
Yeah,
and
we're
the
working
people that are
on a
here.
bunch of stuff.
Yeah, we're working on stuff, rebrands. It's all gonna be
Yeah,
great.
it's weird to be a part of something now because I've been doing this by myself for so long. So like my own Twitch channel, it's twitch.tv/@PaulTriesLife. But as well as all the backloads be uploaded to YouTube at
Yeah.
youtube.com/PaulTriesLife. But
He is a feature channel on Beyond the Galaxy YouTube
it
channel.
is
Just saying.
fun
So
being a part of this new community and learning a bunch. So as we talked about last week, we're working on a rebranding of this right here.
yes,
So working on a rebranding of that, as well as I'm personally working with Jordan to figure out a new thumbnail for all of these. And then we will talk about the gaming videos and how we want to do those, because I am more than willing to sponsor those videos over on my Twitch channel,
yeah,
and get them up onto Beyond the Galaxy Twitch as well. So a lot of things in the works, a lot of talking,
yes.
a lot of changing, a lot of tweaking, a lot of building from scratch. So be patient with us. That's all we're asking. I think at the end of the day, we're figuring a lot of this stuff out, where to put it, how best to get it out, what kind of content to put out for you. So if there's anything that you like seeing, make sure you like and you follow us.
I like seeing Jordan and Paul in the same area. Who said that?
Yeah.
Who said that?
We like seeing Paul and Jordan yell about different things. Who
yes.
said that? Please just let us know.
And we're in your corner.
And
subscribe.
Subscribe. You heard it there
subscribe
first
to
from
both
a
of
loyal
us.
fan.
Yes.
He said subscribe.
Listen, I will always sing Lars praises. There is nobody like it. If you're going to expect anyone to root for you, it's going to be this man right here.
It's going to be that man.
His wife, an absolute queen, the same way. And I love how much they support us. And I hope they know that
I'm not gonna lie to you.
They support you. Every time I see you, every time I come see you, they're so happy. Until I met the three of you, with the exception of my two best friends that y'all met, the support that I feel is unreal. I never felt anything like it before. And
the tears are coming. Okay.
Yeah. We're just gonna,
because our biggest support system is right here, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
Because not only do I have Laura and Megan in our corner, one of our other very, very good friends, Joey,
listen,
is also here.
I'll heal over and die for Joey. I promise you I will.
Truly cannot be more blessed to have these people in our lives, and the support and the love that we feel, not only from them, but as well as my wife, who lets me do this for an hour and a half every Monday. So I cannot be more grateful.
Yes, our little community is growing, and
it's fun.
It's
really cool. I'm glad
can't wait to see where it goes. Yes, but with that being said, guys, thank you so much. We'll be back next week. We'll be talking about the why did my accent just randomly change? I need to go get it. I need to go to a neurologist. No, it's fine. But yes, we'll be talking about the the original trilogy, the trilogy that started it all, and are very similar to what we did this week. So be on the lookout for that. But until next time, may the force be with you.
May the force be with you.